Well, I'm totally unprepared. I said tonight, no speeches, and I didn't prepare one. So I'm totally off. I did make some notes of names in case I forgot names. Anyway, this has been a wonderful tribute tonight to the nearly departed. Maybe someday I'll be the dearly departed, but tonight I'm the nearly departed. Bill Blakey announced when he was retiring from federal politics, he announced that thinking there was an imminent federal election, and it didn't come, and it didn't come, and it didn't come. He finally sent out a householder saying, "I'm still your MP." So I hope I don't have to do that, but I'm prepared. We've got the template, I think, someplace, just in case we need it. This has been a really wonderful evening, and you know, people who know me know I've been absolutely dreading this evening. An evening about Bill was not something that I was looking forward to. And the reason is, this hasn't been about Bill. These 25 years have been about working on some of the most incredible teams that I can imagine, with incredible people and for an incredible community. We joke, I heard Paul earlier this evening reminding us that this is the People's Republic of Burnaby. And you know, in so many ways, this community works together and has become a very, very special place, both because of what we've accomplished here, but because of the way we do politics here, and because of the way progressive politics have such deep roots in this community. And all of you in this room and the folks on this stage have been part of that team over many, many years. And we didn't get a chance to celebrate much before the 2004 election, and that was probably the most difficult election any of us will remember. We went into that in really difficult circumstances, and it was a tough time. We didn't get to celebrate Sven's leadership for those 25 years that he was our member of Parliament. And that's something that we all need to remember. It's fun being here tonight with Nicole and David and Peter Mabey, who came up from Seattle. All of us worked on Sven's staff. Sonia did as well. Jane and Aisha. I hope I'm not forgetting anybody. But Lila. Well, lots of folks in the Riding Association too. Lila's always there behind us with her foot on our bum, usually. But yes, all the folks who worked with Sven, and we learned so much about how to do politics from Sven. And I've always been very, very proud to have been his successor and to have been able to learn so much about how to do politics in a very special and particular way. His voice is one that's still missing from the House of Commons, and I don't think any of us have yet filled those shoes. Maybe in the coming weeks, we'll have a new nominee here in Burnaby-Douglas who will fill those shoes. And we've got to have a great nomination race here tonight. We've got Sam and Kennedy here tonight. There's possibly a third, but possibly a poet from table 9 who may be a candidate as well. So we're going to have an interesting nomination and a great nomination and a terrific candidate to go into the next election. And I'm very confident that the Tories and Liberals are going to be disappointed once again that they couldn't wrest control of Burnaby-Douglas from the New Democrats. I want to thank my staff. I've worked with some terrific people, with Jane and Aisha and Karen in the constituency office. One of the things I never worry about is what's happening in the constituency office. That's a team that's one of the most experienced in Canadian politics. Jane is often chosen as the reigning queen of constituency offices in all MPs' offices in Canada by the Hill Times, by herself. All of my constituency staff are great. If you get social workers in your office, you're in good shape. You're in really good shape. And I also want to thank Sonia and Karen, Sonia and Andrea from my Ottawa office, Sonia and Andrea from my Ottawa. Oh dear, I'm disintegrating here. Anyway. Who came out and for all the work that they do constantly. I didn't know show tunes figured so much in my office. Anyway, No, I can't. I used to have this girlfriend known as Elsie. Anyway, I did it once. You have to come to Riding Association annual meetings to hear me sing show tunes, and there you go. I also want to thank Corey Langdon and Lynn McWilliam and Gillian Chan, who've been part of my staff since I was elected, and it's been a great team, and they make me look good and cover my butt constantly. The Riding Association have terrific presidents in my time. Michael Walton, Marianne Bell, and Lil, the infamous Lil Cameron, have done terrific work. And the Riding Association is healthy and takes initiative. All kinds of interesting things that most riding associations, federal riding associations for the NDP, often don't get to do or aren't organized or whatever. But anyway, we've got a great team and we've done some wonderful things. Things like this evening, things like the cabaret. I was glad to make the second cabaret after missing the first one. Not many politicians miss their fundraisers, but I have that honor as well. My family, Brian, my partner, Keith, my parents, Bill and Pat back in Ontario, my brother David and his family, been very supportive. Hearing me whine, they'll be glad that that's going to come to an end soon. And maybe there'll be some new challenges and new possibilities. Colleagues from CEP 232. You know, one of the aspirations I had in my working life was to become a union member. And it didn't happen for a long time. We had a staff association with the NDP, and finally we unionized with the CEP, I don't know, how long ago is it now? But quite a while ago. And then what did I do? I went and became management. I mean, talk about every trade unionist's dream. Not quite, but anyway. I'm very proud of the CEP 232. They're incredibly dedicated, hardworking people. My colleagues, cover your ears, underpaid and overworked, but they're a terrific team as well, and my association with them is something that I'm very, very proud of. Where to go? It's been 25 terrific years, 18 working with Sven and his team, 7 with a great team in the NDP caucus in Ottawa, Jack Layton, our leader, people like Peter and Finn and Don, hopefully Piot. I won't be there to see you, Piot, but maybe you'll be there. It's an honor to be part of that group of politicians in Ottawa. I really do believe that we do politics differently than any other party in that parliament. I do believe that we're there to make parliament work and to represent ordinary Canadians, everyday Canadians, whatever we call ourselves, and try and keep that first and foremost every day in what we do in that place. And it's been a huge honor to be a part of that team. I was thrilled when I was first elected to sit at the caucus table beside Ed Broadbent, the first person I ever voted for back in Oshawa in 1974. So to arrive on Parliament Hill and take your place at the caucus table and sit beside a former leader who you actually voted for once was very, very, very cool. I lived in Ed's worst hole back in Oshawa. You know what neighborhood I lived in Oshawa. In our poll, there were 4 votes for Ed in 1974. There was me, there was my mother, there was my friend Joan and her mother. So we had complete voter identification in that poll. It wasn't exactly happy news there. But luckily that was the election that Ed won by many more votes than his first time out, when I think he won by 12 or 14 votes, something like that. But anyway, it was great to be able to be part of caucus with Ed. So now that I've thoroughly bored you after an exciting evening, I want to thank everyone who participated tonight, all of you for coming. I'm sure I've made the mistake of mentioning some and forgetting others, but I'm very proud to have represented this community, to have worked with so many of you in community organizations, on community projects, on political projects, on NDP campaigns, and with the work of the MP's office. And it's not an easy decision to go. And I might not be going quite yet, but I'll be around until the election and be in the community after that, I hope as well. But it just seemed like 25 years was a good time to say it's time. And so with that, it's time. Thank you very much. Thank you for coming.